Hey everyone, what's up? It's Scott the Frozen Gamer here again, and I am back for round 2 of my Magical Athlete Tournament. So we have already eliminated 16 characters out of the tournament, and we're down to our final 16. And we're going to start round 2 here right now with a 5-character race on the Mild board. Okay, we are back at the board now. So you can see the race, and we got our first 5 racers all set up, ready to go. So here we got the blimp again. So when they start, they get a +3. Once they hit space 15, the second corner of the board, they're gonna get -1 because like the Hindenburg, it blew up, it blows up. So all that speed it had goes away. There. The hare is going second. They get a +2 on their main move, but when they're alone in the lead, they have to skip their turn. The stickler makes everyone except the stickler have to finish the race with the exact correct move. This is one of the 2 most annoying characters in my opinion, and the most annoying character that just beats out the stickler is right here, the skipper. And if anyone rolls a 1, it skips right to the skipper's turn. And then we got the magician who can re-roll their main move up to 2 times. Top 2 will move on to the finals. We're gonna start out with the blimp. They get a +3 to their roll. So they start out with a 7. Then we got the hare, a +2 to their roll. They love being in the race with the blimp, and they're tied at a 7. The stickler starts out with a 3. Slow and steady wins it for the stickler. Then we got the skipper who gets a 1 and gets to go again because they got a 1. They got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and move into 3rd place. And then we got the magician can re-roll twice. A 2, they're going to re-roll their first time. A 2, they're going to re-roll their second time. They get a 5 and tie with the skipper. Now we got the blimp. A 6 for the blimp, which makes it a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but now they're going to start losing 1 every move. The hare gets a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 3 plus their 2. Next we got the stickler. Gets a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some big rolls this turn. Then we got the skipper. Gets a 2. 1, 2. Hopefully they'll get some skipping action going this game. The magician misses the dice tray, but gets a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the blimp loses 1 on this roll. That's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we got the hare gets a +2 because they're not in first. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a 2 plus 2. Then we got the stickler. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a pretty tame race so far. The only thing crazy that's really going to happen in this race is the skipper, and no one's rolled a 1 except the skipper, who just did again and gets to go again and gets a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tied with the stickler. And then the magician gets a 2. They're going to re-roll their first time, get a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll stick with that 5, and on we go. We got the blimp -1. Does not get to move. They rolled a 1. The blimp got a 1. That means it skips right over to the skipper's turn. They get a 3. 1, 2, 3. Then it goes to the magician. Gets a 5. They'll keep it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's back to the blimp. Gets a 4 -1 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we got the hare +2 to its roll. That's a 3, so they get a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up next, we got the stickler with a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had a piece of grass on the board. Then we got the skipper with a 1. They keep rolling 1s on themselves. They get to go again, and they get a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This game has really tightened up here at the end. Then we got the magician. A 1. They can re-roll, but as soon when anyone rolls a 1 for their main roll, I can re-roll my main move. So the skipper has, when anyone rolls a 1 for their main move, I get to go next in the turn order. I can re-roll my main move up to 2 times. Does that re-roll happen before the skipper's action happens? They rolled a 1 for their main move. I think that cancels it and it goes to the skipper and they have to take the 1. So that's what we're gonna do, and then it's the skipper's turn. Goes right back to the skipper. He gets a 3, 1, 2, 3. Then it goes back to the magician. With a 4, they're gonna keep it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to the blimp, -1. That's a 0, and it goes to the skipper. Gets a 6, but they need to get, because of the stickler, the skipper needs to get exactly what they need. They need a 4, a 6 is too much. Then we got the magician needs a 4. They get a 3, they're gonna re-roll it. A 5, they're gonna use their last re-roll. And they get a 4, and the magician wins the race, is into the finals. Next up is the blimp. Gets a 3, -1 is 2, tied with the skipper. Then we got the hare, they get a +2 to their roll. And it's a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, everyone's ending up on the same space. Then we get the skipper up. And they get a 4. That was cockeyed a little bit, but I think that was definitely a 4 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the skipper is into the finals with the magician. These are winners. Moving on. Skipper, who I thought would maybe make it. I'm kind of surprised the magician made it to the finals. We'll see you later to the blimp, it really slows down that last leg of the race, the hare, and the stickler. The stickler's ability only worked 1 out of 3 chances. That is a bummer for the stickler. And they are out of the tournament. Okay, race 2, we got Huge Baby. No one can end up on their space, or if they land on someone else, they have to move back a space. Flip Flop, instead of rolling, can just flop with someone for their main move. 3, we got the Romantic. They can move 2 whenever there's 2 people on the same space. The party animal draws everyone to him, and then he gets +1 for anyone on his space, and the Scoocher gets a +1 every time someone uses their ability, which will happen every time the party animal is up. Start off with Huge Baby. They get a 6, boom, but they are going to get swapped with the flip-flop for their move, which moves Scoocher up 1 spot. Then we got the Romantic is up. And they get a 1. When anyone stops on a space with exactly 1 other racer, I move 2, so they get to go 2 more because they landed where Scoocher was, which then moves Scoocher up 1. Then we got the party animal, uses their ability and draws everyone back 1, and then moves Scoocher up 1 because the ability was used. That moves Romantic up 2 because they were on the same space as Scoocher, which moves Scoocher up 1. And the party animal has 1 other person with them, so he gets +1. And gets a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lands with the Romantic, 2 people in 1 spot, moves the Romantic up 2, which moves the Scoocher up 1, which then moves in the same spot as the party animal, so moves the Romantic up 2, which then moves the Scoocher up 1 with Flip Flop, which then moves the Romantic up 2 more, which moves the Scoocher up 1. Then the Scoocher gets to go, and they roll a 6. Okay, now it's Huge Baby. Back at the starting line. Gets a 3. Flip Flop is going to Flip Flop with the Scoocher for their turn. I don't know if I played Flip Flop right in the first round. Did I? I may have played them where they flopped and then got to go again. I'll have to double check the tape. They might have illegally made it to the second round. So Flip Flop goes, then the Romantic goes. Nope, and because Flip flopped, that moves Scoocher up 1. The Romantic moves 1. Then Party Animal draws everyone to him, which puts Big Baby on him, which actually moves him back 1. because Big Baby can't be on the same space as him. So he does not get a bonus because no one is sharing his space, but he does move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Scoocher got to move 1 because of that, because his power was used. Party Animal's power was used. And then it's Scoocher's turn and gets a 1. Big Baby goes. Oh, and the Scoocher should have actually gone 1 more before his turn. He should have gone 1. And then he rolled a 1. He should have gone 1 because Big Baby landed on Party Animal, used their ability. So then he moves 1 on his turn, which gets him on the same space as the Party Animal, which moves Romantic 2, 1, 2, which moves Scoocher 1 for using their Romantic power. Now it's Big Baby's turn. Huge Baby. I always call him Big Baby. 1, 2, 3. Staying right behind the pack. Then we got Flip Flop is not going to Flip Flop and gets a 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we got Romantic. A 1 for Romantic. Then we got Party Animal. So they move back. Boom, boom, and boom. Which sends them back. Then Scoocher uses their ability, which lands on Big Baby and sends them back. And that's an infinite loop. So that's just going to stop there with Party Animal. And Party Animal gets a +1 because Scoocher is with him. And gets a 1. Boom, which sends him back. Which Scoocher then gets to go because Huge Baby's ability went off. But that's an infinite loop again, so Scoocher just sits there. Then Scoocher goes and gets a 2 and passes Huge Baby. Back to Huge Baby. Huge Baby rolls a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets the Romantic to move back, which moves Scoocher up 1. Flip Flop is in the lead, so they're definitely not flip flopping. They get a 2 only. Romantic, no one's been on the same spot for a while other than Huge Baby. So 1, 2, 3, 4, but they are now on the same spot as Flip Flop, so they get to move 2. 1, 2, which then moves Scoocher up 1. Then Party Animal is going to send everyone back a space to bring them closer. That moves Scoocher up 1, but again, he gets that infinite loop with Huge Baby and doesn't move forward. And so no plus die roll modifier for Party Animal because he's by himself, but he moves 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, lands on Huge Baby, which sends him back 1. That moves Scoocher up 1, which lands on Huge Baby, gets sent back in that infinite loop. Since they're together, that moves Romantic up 2, which would then move Scoocher up 1 again, but there's that loop again, and Scoocher just sits there until it's their turn right now. And they get a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Scoocher is so happy they got away from Huge Baby because that infinite loop was making them angry. Next up is Huge Baby. They get a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy, that's going to send Scoocher in an infinite loop again, eventually, maybe. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. Flip Flop actually is going to Flip Flop with Romantic. And that moves Scoocher up 1, which makes Scoocher safe. For now, then it's Romantic's turn. They get a 2, no one on the same space. Then Party Animal sends everyone back 1. They don't get a bonus though. They roll a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which sends him back 1, because he can't be on the same space as Huge Baby, which moves the Scoocher up 1, which moves the Romantic up 2, which moves Scoocher up 1. Then we go to the Scoocher, and he rolls a 1. Okay, back to Huge Baby. I missed. Gets a 2, all by himself. Didn't use his ability. Next up is Flip Flop. Flip Flop's gonna roll, hoping they can do better than a 2, and they didn't. They get a 1. Then we got Romantic. Rolls a 5 to take the lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as of now. Then Party Animal sends everyone back 1. No bonus, no die roll bonus, because he's by himself. And he gets a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He ends on the same space as Flip Flop, which, Scoocher should have moved up 1 for the Party Animal ability being used, which I may have forgotten a couple times, who knows. And then we got, because they're in the same space, stopped on the same space, that moves Romantic up 2, which moves Scoocher up 1, because Romantic used their ability. And then it's Scoocher's turn. and they get a 4 and have now taken the lead. Huge Baby is up, needs some big rolls. That is a very cockeyed roll, so we will go again, and it's a 2. And they land on both Flip Flop and the party animal, which sends Scoocher up 1. Then we got Flip Flop. Flip Flop is going to Flip Flop with Scoocher. And now Scoocher just stopped on a space with the party animal, which moves Romantic up 2, which stops him on a space with Flip Flop, which moves him up 2 more. Scoocher would be going and off, but he's right behind Huge Baby again, so he's just in an infinite loop. Romantic is up and can win the race, but doesn't. Gets a 1. Party Animal sends everyone back, which boom, Huge Baby actually sends him and Scoocher back 1, and then they get sent back 1. And then Party Animal gets a +1 because Scoocher's on the same space with them, and that moves them 2. And then Scoocher gets to go and gets a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we got Huge Baby. A 6 for Huge Baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Scoocher hates being that one space behind Big Baby. Then we got Flip Flop. Does Flip Flop take the 3? No, Flip Flop's going to go for it. No, Flip Flop is taking the 3 from the Romantic. Maybe not the best move, but it keeps Romantic from winning as of now. So Romantic gets to go. They get a 3. 1, 2, 3. Lands on the same space as Flip Flop, which gets them to go 1, 2. That puts Scoocher in the infinite loop again. Then it's Party Animal's turn. He moves everyone back 1, so Romantic was 1 space away from winning for a second before he got moved back. No dice roll bonus for the Party Animal. He gets a 3. 1, 2, 3. Lands on the same space as Scoocher, which moves the Romantic up to win the game. Move into the finals, the Romantic. And that ability went off, so Scoocher is in an infinite loop again. And then Scoocher goes 3. I have never seen Scoocher be nerfed so bad this game by and it's all because of Huge Baby. 1, 2, 3. Huge Baby is up and rolls a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which sends Flip Flop back, which moves Scoocher up 1. Flip Flop is not going to Flip Flop and is going to go for the win here. They need a 5 or a 6, and I missed, so we'll re-roll that. And they get a 1, which keeps them in the exact same spot, which moves Scoocher up 1, because Big Baby sent Flip Flop back. Now it's the Romantic is gone, so it's Party Animal sends everyone back a space, which moves Scoocher in the infinite loop again, and Party Animal gets a 1. And then Scoocher gets to go. Gets a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. Here it goes. Huge Baby. A 3 for Huge Baby. 1, 2, 3. Lands on Scoocher, sends him back, and then puts Scoocher in an infinite loop. So, man, is he having problems today. Flip Flop needs a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could flop with Scoocher, but then that might give Huge Baby the win. If they flop with Huge Baby, Scoocher most likely will win. So what they're going to do is go for it and hope they get a 6. And it is cockeyed, but definitely was a 5. It wasn't, yeah, definitely a 5. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flip Flop ends up 1 shy as of now. But then Party Animal moves them all back. Scoocher goes in an infinite loop. Party Animal rolls, gets a 3. Stays there. Scoocher needs a 4 to win the race. And they get it. Second place goes to Scoocher in the finals, just edging out Flip Flop, Huge Baby, and Party Animal. That was a great race. That was a funny one. Moving on is Romantic and Scoocher. See you later to the Party Animal, Huge Baby, who had quite some fun that race, and Flip Flop, who had a tough choice at the end. And I don't think any of them would have paid out for him to win. It was really close, though. See you later. Okay, our last race of the second round is a 6-character race. And we got the Heckler. The Heckler when anyone ends their turn within one space of where they started, he gets to move 2. We get the mastermind who gets to predict who's going to win. If they predict right, they'll come in second automatically. We got the alchemist. When it's a roll of a 1 or 2, they get to go 4. So no bad rolls for the alchemist. Legs can always move 5 instead of rolling if they want. The cheerleader can make last place move 2, and then they get to move 1. And the third wheel, if there's 2 people together, they can become the third wheel and warp to their spot and then roll. So we will start off with the heckler. They start off with a 5. Boom. Mastermind is going to pick legs to win. They get a 5. The alchemist gets a 6, takes the lead. Then we got legs is just going to take a 5. Then we got the cheerleader is going to use their last place ability to move them and the third wheel up 2, which moves the cheerleader up 1 more. Then they get to roll and get a 3. 1, 2, 3. Because there's 3 here, the third wheel doesn't get their ability there, but there is 2 here, so the third wheel gets to go right up to first, and then they get to roll. And they get a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Third wheel takes a huge lead to start the game. Next up is the heckler. You need to remember the heckler's rule. If anyone goes just 1 spot from where they started, they get to go 2 spaces, but they get a 6, which puts them at 11. Then we got the mastermind. That is completely cockeyed. We will roll again. They get a 2. Then it is the alchemist. Alchemist rolls a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tied with the heckler as of now. Then we got legs going up to space 10. Then we got the cheerleader is in last place. They're going to move themselves 2. 1, 2, and then 1 for moving themselves. And then they get to roll. And they roll a 2. 1, 2. Ties them up there. Third wheel does not warp. Nor would they want to because they're already in first place. But they only get a 1. That's a bummer. So now we're back. Oh, and because they only went 1, that allows the heckler to move 2. 1, 2. Then the heckler is up. And they get a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good roll for the heckler. The mastermind. 1, 2, 3 is hoping on legs here because they're way behind. The alchemist gets a 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we got legs is going to skip rolling and just take the 5. Then we got the cheerleader. They're going to move them up 2. The mastermind up 2 so they can move 1. And then they get to roll. They get a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they left themselves not on the same spot as the heckler, which the third wheel's upset about because they want to be the third wheel. They aren't, so they just have to roll. And they get a 2 to tie up with legs. Will legs pull this off by going 5 every turn? I don't know. We're going back to the heckler, who is in first place currently, but only rolls a 1. But because they only went 1, they get to go 1, 2, because they only moved 1. They were 1 from where they started. Next up is the mastermind. They get a 3. 1, 2, 3. Ties them up with legs in the third wheel. Then we got the alchemist. Gets a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we got legs, who's going to go 5. Surprise, surprise. Then we got the cheerleader is going to move last place 2, which is the mastermind and third wheel up 2. 1, 2, which moves the cheerleader up 1. And then the cheerleader gets to roll. And they get a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the third wheel's upset again because the only place they could move themselves to, the only pair on the board, is them right now. So they stay in last and roll a 1. A bummer for third wheel. They're really hoping to warp. And because they rolled a 1, that moves the heckler 2. And now it's the heckler's turn. That is cockeyed, but definitely a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The heckler could win this. Then we got the mastermind, and mastermind's not happy about this. Saying, what happened to you legs? 1, 2 for the mastermind. The alchemists gets a 2, but that makes him go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Legs is going to take the 5. I think the cheerleader's there. I hope the cheerleader was there. The cheerleader is going to make the third wheel go up 2, which moves them up 1. And they get a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think that's going to be enough for the cheerleader, but whoa, the third wheel gets to go all the way up there. And all they need is a 2 to win. They get it's cockeyed, but it definitely was a 5. And the third wheel wins and will be on in the finals. That leaves it up to the heckler. They get a 2, they win. They get a 3. Heckler is on into the finals. Legs would have won on their next turn. Because Legs didn't win, Mastermind did not come in second. Cheerleader was right there, just missed out. And our Alchemist kind of in the middle there. Moving on to the finals is third wheel and the heckler. See you later, Legs, Cheerleader, Alchemist, and Mastermind.